Good morning, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the Rodrigo channel, sorry. Welcome back to another video. Nice bright and early today. It's going to be a hot one. I think it's going to be like 30. Should probably check, see if I need sun cream or not. 29 today. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty brutal. And yeah, we've got a pretty interesting day. We've got mostly felling, some topping, reduction stuff. We've got a bit of got a couple of wrenches in the spanner. Elliot is going to be away this morning. I think he's got his something to do with his driving, and then Josh has got to shoot this afternoon to go look at a house. So congrats. But it's going to be logistically a bit of a problem. Jay is also currently on holiday, but luckily we've got a couple of the guys from Apache Forestry coming in to give us a hand. Louis and Rob, you've probably seen on the videos a few times. So yeah, we're going to get loaded up. I think Jag, digger, so big chipper, stump, and the digger, sorry, and then we are heading not too far down the road. But yeah, get loaded up, get ready to go, and get some caffeine. But yeah, this weather has been pretty brutal. Monday, Tuesday was absolutely not too hot, but just real crap days, and then we've just had blistering heat ever since. But yeah, so stay hydrated and dress appropriately. I'm not a massive fan of vest tops in the summer, or all year round really, to be honest, other than like the tight, like cupped ones. I hate sawdust down my back and in my trousers. It's inevitable, but I always have used the Bear Valley tops. I had them at my previous company. I just bought them myself, and then I got a few of these in the blue sky sort of green, and then got them with some logos on them. Logos on the back haven't sort of done too well, but well, neither is the one on the front. But I've had these for about, I don't know, 3 years now, 2-3 years at the very least. And I've cut sleeves off of most of them. I think this looks to be my only one with sleeves. But sleeveless ones I don't mind, just because of the way the material stretches. It kind of keeps everything nice and cupped. But yeah, oh, and they're really long, so when you've got a harness on, they're like brilliant for like kind of having that like dress t-shirt, so that you can put your harness on, kind of pull up some slack so that you can actually move around, and still have enough to sort of cover that patch of sort of groin that gets inevitably cut and burnt on hedge trimmers, and the and you know your zipper goes, so stops sawdust just filling up everything. So yeah, check out Bear Valley, making some good kit. Haven't had to buy them. The only bad thing is I haven't had to buy new ones, so I can't see how they're selling to anyone repeatedly, because they are, you know, built to last. But yeah, right, let's get ready and I shall see you at the job. We are on site. We've got the digger, Jag set up here, going to be a couple of loads of chip and a couple of loads of wood. We've got all of these spruces to come down. A couple of nice ones unfortunately, but you've got 4 or 5 dead ones, and then one ropey looking one. Got this little one here, and they're doing some building works there. So from the main house I think they're looking at getting a nice view down, and yeah, unfortunately 2 of these nice ones have got to go. Couple of hollies coming out, should all be fellable. We've got Louis and Rob. Rob's probably going to whip up that one, knock a top off, just the big one at the back there, just so that it fits in for felling. And then other than that, it is just going to purely be felling. So let's get fueled up and make some noise. Yeah, we've stacked it along this path. Yeah, I think we've got probably a van load on the big one, or the big two even, so bye. Do you think that's right there, or do you want me a little bit closer? Yeah, I'll grab the kit off quick. Beep him. Beep him. He's scared of hurting his truck. No, no, no. Rob. Copies are on the zipper, so wish me luck. You know what, actually, 30 degrees today. 29. It's on the back of the chipper. Haven't set up yet. Turn into it. Probably not going to top just because of how steep the hill is. I bet him and Louis will happily drink it. Saying it now. It's too
go. Or worst case, we can push it. Perfectly upright. Get behind it, you just go under it and just have to grab the shut on it, like not touching it, so don't get started. And then just close the grab, and then just try to cut the grab up, but yeah, quite much. Then I got sick, and I'm like, for the second time, but I kind of quite looking forward to it, and especially with the highlights, I can actually do a bit of work on it. Light bar. Work done to it, the fresh MOT. And realistically, I would be biased at the I can't really afford a 1200 sensor. But, what's the van, when I'm done with it, 500 quid. Really, probably just going to keep it and just do day insurance on it and just have it as a backup. I'll probably even just start forward using the time before I'll probably just leave it in the yard, leave it in one of the parking spaces, and then it's going to be like a daily, really. The Hilux of the yard or something like that. Right, van load 1 is going away. We've got van load 2 still up the top, which we'll probably keep on because we don't really need the load space for the next job. Taking up Louis' van to fill with chip in the meantime, and then when the other van gets back we'll just load that with wood, and then that's the job. So we've got 2 more trees left if Louis hasn't felled them already. Well, 1 stick and then 1 load of chip. Probably be a puddle, so we might chuck some logs and some kit on and then organise it a little bit later on. But yeah, let's get cracking. See you up there. It will land, I think, bang behind the chipper. The top should land where your grab is now, I think. I've measured it. I'd be more heartbroken if it was a Ford Ranger though. Don't you talk bad about my Hilux! I was a little past my measurements. That's only spruce, we didn't done. Huh? What? Part of the log, the channel. Oh my! Inches as good as a mile.
We take half a dozen small bits off that end.
I was thinking I'll do as many lengths as I can.
Yeah, just
and then
you
at
do
the
your
end,
lengths.
if I just do half a length.
Yeah, half a length. Yeah,
and I'll do
well,
three of those.
half for like two. Yeah.
This one's like 6 or so of them.
Yeah, it's just basically manageable if you get what I mean.
Okay,
so I was sort of like, what have you got? Because she was like, oh, can you do like 6 foot, like a 6 foot length? But I was like,
who's that manageable?
yeah, I was like, what are you going to move them? Well, manpower. Well, you won't move.
Yeah, fucking Hulk power.
Right, and that is us done. Just going to load up all the kit, reorganise. Josh has got to shoot, and then we're going to go to another job, but it's just a quick hack and slash, get it down on the ground, leave it as is, and then we're home. So hopefully you enjoyed that one, bit of a shorter one, but yeah, it's a good one. So we're off. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you in the morning.